do hashtags work? Do they still work? Why they don't work? So a lot of these things have been popping up in my DMs. So today, let's just answer them. So the first question is a myth. So this person asked, where should you use hashtags, in the post or in the comments? So to me personally, there's no difference. This is just a myth that hashtags in caption do better than in the comments. It's just your preference. So if you're someone who likes to post manually on Instagram and you feel that you don't want your caption to have hashtags, you don't want it to look messy, you don't want it to look spammy, then you can post your caption and immediately after that paste your hashtags in the first comment. Now, if you are someone who wants to add it in a separate comment, I recommend you to use a tool like Buffer that allows you to schedule your first comment together with your post. So when you schedule a post on Buffer, you can write your caption and then immediately you can paste your hashtags into the first comment so they go out together. So, however, myself, I like to use them in my caption because I just can't be bothered. So they work well for me, and I'm not someone who cares about whether I use them in caption or where do I put them, as long as my focus of my post is sharing value. To me, I feel that works best. The second myth is, should you use generic or should you use unique hashtags? So for me, I have found that using the same hashtags repeatedly gives me a better reach and a better chance for my content to pop out in the top 9. This is what I do. I rotate my hashtags, but I make sure that at least 70% of my hashtags are repeated, are the same hashtags that I always use. So the other 30%, I make sure that I include something that is specific to the image that I'm posting, whether it's a trending hashtag or there's something in the image specifically that I want to rank for. Otherwise, I'll just use the same old hashtags that I keep using. The third question, using 30 versus using only 5. Now, I have seen a lot of people saying that it's a stupid thing to use all 30 and that it's going to drag your reach down because you cannot rank on all 30. But the issue is, if Instagram allows you to use 30, why don't you use them? So they are giving you 30 pages of hashtags for you to choose where do you want your content to rank for. So if you have tried using 30 that are too large, maybe you will not see your content ranking on neither of them. So then if you only want to use, let's say, hashtags with millions, I don't recommend you use 30. But if you're someone who is strategic with hashtags, you know how to find the right hashtag mix, you're using a mix of relevant, industry, trending, and niche hashtags, so you have all this combination, you can use 30. I personally use 30 for myself. I use 30 for all of my clients because it's giving us opportunities to be discovered. And who doesn't want that, right? The fourth question is, which hashtag generators do you recommend and why? Let's discuss two scenarios. If you're fresh on Instagram, you're starting a new page, new industry, you have no clue what hashtags to use, yes, then it's the right time to use a hashtag generator tool. The tools that I recommend are Display Purposes and Hashtags IQ. So I have used these two tools for finding hashtags for clients in industries that I have no clue about or post. Now, if you're someone like me or someone who has an Instagram account for maybe has been posting constantly for more than 3 months or 6 months, I recommend you don't change your hashtags unless you feel that none of them is working, which is quite weird. I suggest you to try to use the same hashtags. So let's say you already have a list of 70% of your hashtags that you have been using before. I recommend you to only change 30%. So to find new hashtags, I usually go on Instagram app. I'll open the app and then I'll go to the search tool and I'll type in my industry keyword. For example, if you're a social media manager, you can type social media manager, and then you will see a list of trending hashtags with a different number and a different size. So you can pick a few different kinds of hashtags under that list. Sometimes I like to use this trick because I can discover new hashtags that I didn't know how to use them before. So yes, hashtag generators work and are a great tool, but I like to use the Instagram app instead. The next question. Asia seems to register hashtags significantly, whereas EU not so much reach with them. From my personal opinion, I'm going to share something different right now. Maybe not everyone will agree with me, but take it with a grain of salt. So I have done a study on my own post. This is what I have found. Hashtags work on these two types of posts: meme content and viral quotes. So under meme content, I categorize reels, content that it's funny, that it's supposed to be highly engaging, but it's very short video. So if you're posting short videos like reels or TikToks, your hashtags will reach at least 50% increase. If you're posting viral quotes, you're reposting memes from some pages, your also hashtags are going to explode your reach. But if you are sharing photos or personal images or even carousels, I have noticed zero reach. So not zero, but sometimes close to zero. The next question: is the reach from them valued determined by geographical location? I do feel with Instagram that the algorithm is changed based on the location you're in. As I mentioned, I live in Asia, I don't have reels, so reels have now a huge potential and I'm missing out on this. But I found that reposting content from TikTok does almost similar, not as well obviously as using reels, but it seems that the trend is currently there. So hop on trends with your content and see what is trending in your region. It can be different than in mine. Do hashtags still matter in 2021? Yes, they do matter. But my recommendation is that you need to be even more careful with hashtags and with everything. So hashtags are not your main strategy. Hashtags on Instagram are just a simple tool that it's free for everyone to use, and there's no harm of using 30. Don't be afraid of using hashtags. So if they work, that's a plus for you. If they don't work, you're nothing to lose using them. So to summarize this video, I have noticed that Instagram hashtags are changing the way we grow and we discover and explore new content on the app. This can be something good or bad depending on how you choose to use them. So as of right now, I have noticed that hashtags work incredible on short videos, reels, and meme content, as well as quotes. That is all for this video. If you have any more hashtag questions, please leave them down below or follow me on Instagram. I can also answer your questions there, and see you in the next video. Bye!